Here we go. Why is my stream so far behind? Let's see if that fixed it. Alright. I think we're good. I wish someone would have told me my audio levels were completely fucked last night. I didn't realize I saw the highlight, like how bad they were. Could you hear music last night? Or the game? Because I couldn't highlight, like, my mic seemed really loud and everything else seemed really low. And every bomb like 10%. That's weird. Also, should I have gotten the SMS from Screed by now? For the broadcast? It's an interesting look. I have not gone. I figured I'd just wait. Like I should be able to push through to Kaiden, I think, before the Halloween event ends. Then I could get like all the radios. You know what I mean? Like you can do like the pause pickup trick. But the last radio is in Kaiden, so I would need to not only beat Transylvania, but I gotta go back through, do Venice, and at least get into Tokyo before I'd be able to do that.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
That's a question. If you're doing extra life this weekend, I forgot it was this weekend, I'm not signing for it. Besides my page. Yeah, I had, do have a lot of stuff going on. Got Halloween still coming up. My anniversary was this past week, and it was a big one. So like, you know, work, kids, school stuff. Like, I was like, wait, fuck. That's alright. Like Andy kind of forgot about it too, I think. But with them launching moons and all that. I still have the t-shirt launcher from last week, so people donate. Not last week, last year. If people donate, I can still give out last year's shirt. I think I have like 40 of them left to give out or something. And I'm still waiting for confirmation, but I might be able to take down names and get donators like a new shirt as well, but it would be well after the event.
Come for the eagle, have you? He left a long time ago. Go on, off with you. Find someone else to pester and let me sleep. Why won't you let an old man simply rest in peace? The irony of immortality. I've been 70 years old for near on 2 millennia, with every ache and pain that comes with it. Lilith knew exactly how to make me suffer. And then there's bloody Dracula and his bloody Draculesti. She cursed me with immortality, he with responsibility. I've been waiting since he passed. The fate of this world, he said, in my hands. Well, fuck that. Fuck the world. Fuck Dracula and Mara and Lilith. Fuck everyone trying to turn the earth into their own twisted paradise. I know Emilia means well, the sweet girl. But she's as cursed with the innocence of youth as I am with the bitter taste of old age. I've had enough of it, and I only want to be left be. There's nothing worth saving in this world, and perhaps the end of it will also see an end to my curse. Perhaps the death of everything will allow me to finally... What we do in life echoes in eternity. But what if your life is eternal? What becomes of the echoes? I'll tell you. They thunder and roar. They become deafening reminders of your failures. They remind you that you once stood with the blood of murdered friends on your hands, and that it was all for naught. And when you've listened long enough, you realize there's no absolution, no redemption, no point to any of it. So don't tell me how we can change the world and how I am needed. This world has nothing left to offer me. Nothing worth saving. And I couldn't care less if it all burned. Just leave me alone.
Look for something to persuade Octavia. I see something in my father in you. He must fight because the fight is all he knows. I wish only that he could see the little victories of light in all things all around. The morning dew beaded on rusted tank tracks, spiders sorting their webs between abandoned pylons. After all this war is done, the sun will still rise and turn the mist to gold. I believe it more than ever. Can you not believe this too? If not for yourself, then for me, Emilia. Find Emilia. am I gonna kill a boar? That's not good. They don't attack. Shit. Son of a bitch. We might have to resort to the AR trick. That didn't work. Maybe we can get something come back here to attack me, maybe? God damn it. You proc a fucking grenade already? Aha! Watch as Amelia is attacked and hope that the plan works. This is where you find out your character is not a hero. They are not a nice person. They are a dick. Hey, Linma.
Thank you for saving me, Octavian. I thought you believed that nothing was worth saving.
I'm not without a heart, Amelia.
No. I know that you're not heartless. You're good.
I just don't see the point of fighting anymore.
Even if it's just to save one person's life, it's worth the fight. It's worth the pain and the suffering. It's worth the sacrifices. If you can love one person and protect that person, then your life has been worth living.
And if it's all destined to happen again, what then?
Then someone else will stand up and fight. And someday, maybe the circle is broken and we win and move on. Maybe this is that time. Then maybe not. But even if it isn't, we keep fighting. To give others the chance to live and die and love and fight. Let them decide whether or not their existence is pointless. I think you'll find that most of them will choose to live and love and fight. I would. I want that choice. And if you can give us that choice, even if you've given up all hope, you should.
I've kept it for so long, even after I stopped believing in it. He gave it to me for safekeeping. Vlad said I'd know when to use it, when the time was right again. This is for her, not for you or what you represent, but for her and what she represents. She's right. The circle may be broken yet, but if not this time, you'll need to head up into the mountains. They're digging again, deeper than ever, and whatever is happening down there, it's a ruse. Mara is planning something big, the end of this world. This is our last chance. Of that, I'm sure.
Hey, Jim. He reminds you of Hellboy? I can see that. Live will fight is what Conan says, beating Conan Exiles. Yeah, he does a few different quotes, I think.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Oh, is it on the other side? It's on the other side. God damn it. Look at that lore up there. Come on, let me over. I know it can do it. There we go. Yeah, you can make it through. Never give up. Never surrender. The game called me fat and said no. Ready? Why didn't that hit send? Turn on this music. Chicken stew. Oh, that was being really finicky.
Quick access inventory updated.
Go to the Carpathian Fangs. Look at that, we're already to the third map. Been live for like 20 minutes. As useful as it is for me to be able to like punch through the story like this, get to the end quicker, I feel like they should have spent a little bit of time doing what they did on the earlier zones and wrapping some more main missions into the story. Because there's so many missions here that you, if you just push through, which you can because you're level 50 and like, or you will be just on the storyline, But you can just push through and like miss all kinds of missions. Like they really should have done what they did in the earlier zones and like wrapped some more main missions into the story. But it kind of felt like they basically ran out of time, honestly. Like they spent a lot of time in Kingsmith, like on the, you know, the new player entrance area, right? Which makes sense. And then, you know, they spent some time on City of the Sun God. Damn it. It won't let me snag it through there, will it? Why am I stuck? I think it was also with the endgame grind, even in the original game. Why the fuck is this music so loud? Midnight in the game. Fuck off, stupid track. I mean, in the original, I don't know. When stuff was first coming out, I guess you didn't have much else to do but go play those missions. Like, you didn't have Tokyo yet. Wow, this opportunity Transylvania always felt pushed through. Yeah, I mean, they did a good job in restructuring Kingsmith and wrapping a lot of missions into the storyline. And I thought they did a good job in Egypt, actually, wrapping a lot of stuff, you know, into stuff. But I felt like they basically just ran out of time on the repolish phase before the relaunch, and they didn't really get. It's like even in the beta, like we didn't get to beta Transylvania hardly at all. We had like what, like a week maybe. So it just felt like, you know, that stuff just didn't get didn't get the same attention. Unfortunately, they just ran out of time. Looks like you found yourself the key, or at least a key. Kudos. I normally wouldn't advise making decisions based on the ramblings of immortal Roman centurions, but I'll allow it. There's not much else to go on, to be honest, and when in doubt, listen to the crazies. It's how we got to North America in the first place. If something's up in the mountains, and we'd like you to check it out. The laws of epic quests dictates that events will converge, and the silver egg you're carrying is tied to whatever's going on in the Carpathian Fangs. Can't explain it, don't like it, but that's how the supernatural rolls. It's like, here, have some SPAP. And I was liking Transylvania. Tell me it's a little rushed. No. That's I don't mean the zone and the missions are rushed. That's not what I mean. So back in the Secret World, right? So when they relaunched into Legends, we had beta phases where they reworked Kingsmith. And they reworked Egypt. Not that those weren't good zones to begin with, but they definitely tweaked them. And that whole thing where the story mission tells you to go do another main mission, that really didn't exist, I think, in the original stuff. Like, you basically had to go do things to make yourself leveled up or powerful enough to fight stuff, or you just fail. But it didn't like have you go do other main missions. Whereas, like, in Kingsmith, in Egypt, the part of the blue storyline will be like, go do this mission, and then do this mission. So that was like a new thing they did. So when they in the relaunch, the earlier zones got the most like attention to detail, because you're changing the free to play, you're changing some of you're changing the level system, the gear system, and all of that. So like you want the first couple of zones, like that's where you want to retain players. That's where you. And that's honestly that is where the focus should be. Like by the time you get to Transylvania, you should know what you're doing, and you can go run the missions by yourself. But it would have been nice if they had time to like do some of the same thing and really wrap some of the missions into the story quest, just to kind of make it feel more fleshed out. Because compared to the other zones, it makes it feel like you can just punch through when you can in like 40 minutes. Whereas the other zones like make you go do other missions. Originally said W was better. Your gear there were no levels. Your levels based on your item quality. I don't agree it was better, Chicken Stew. That honestly was the problem with it. It was one of its problems. Is that what you meant? Oh, you had to get better gear to progress. Yes, correct. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, the problem a lot of people have, and they had it as early as Blue Mountain, actually, back in old TSW, is they would just run into a brick wall. Because the game didn't instruct, the build system was different. You forgot some words. The build system was different, the gear system was different. It technically had no levels, which isn't really true. It had levels under the hood, enemies got stronger, but you had no levels, nothing was assigned a level stat. You just had, like, your gear. So people could make a fucking horrible build and have horrible gear, and nothing tells them that, hey, idiot, like, that's not good. Or, hey, you're not going to be able to fight these enemies. And so they would make it through the earlier zones fairly easily, and literally by, you know, the Kingsmith, Savage Coast, and by Blue Mountain, they would be just getting, like, one-shot wrecked by shit. And then people, like, quit the game, like, it's too hard, I don't get what's going on. Why is everything just killing me? I don't understand. So they had a lot of player retention problems. And even back in TSW, they did some smoothing out of the difficulty level in the earlier zones to try and help with that. But the reality of it is they tried to do too many, like, unique, cool things. And this is, like, literally from the horse's mouth, like, from the devs talking about it. They try to do too many unique, cool things at once. You know, and in doing so, kind of like painted themselves into a corner design-wise, and it caused a lot of problems. That's how I felt in December when the Aztec type was never spawning everywhere randomly. This is too hard. Yeah, like the whole level-less thing was like they've said like that caused them some of the biggest problems because it's really not true. Like, you don't have a level. Well, you do. You have a power level. You have your gear level. And the enemies get stronger. So they technically have a level 2. So saying it's levelless was like just caused them more problems than it did anything else. I think the ability will, actually, as much as some people still like it, the ability will actually cause them a lot of problems too. It was too bloated. Everything required its own counterpart, inner and outer wheel. Like, it was super problematic design-wise. You've argued with people so much about the wheel. It's not that I don't understand, like, why some people might have liked it, but yeah, exactly. I would say like 90% of the abilities were the fucking same. Like, they just have, like, minor variations. Not only that, like people are like, oh, Secret World Legends has less slots, but yeah, you have every fucking build had the same 3 passives, like no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't really matter. So no matter what build you were making or what synergy, like you had to have certain passives to be efficient. You can make a shitty build, I guess, all you want, but to make a good build, you were running like, you know, 2, 3 of the same things no matter what build it was. And yeah, so many abilities were basically the fucking same. It's crazy. But from talking to the developers, like both from like streams where they've talked about it, and literally talking to some of the people on Discord, you know, late night, sort of like off the record sort of conversations, basically. Like, yeah, the wheel was not fun from a developer perspective. So even if some people liked the wheel, like from their point of view, it wasn't from their later programmers' point of view, because I don't think any of the original really stayed around. It seemed like, from what I understood, it was a hot mess to work with. I find prefers the wheel and Let's Plays Classic. I just can't stand that crap, to be honest. Like, like, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't, you know, most of the abilities exist in some fashion in Legends, and the story is here. Like, any new content is here, and I don't play the game for a specific ability. That seems really bizarre to me. I'm not capable of understanding that. It always weirds me out. Living here, that's good. I mean, like I said, I get it. Not everyone liked the changes, but I think they were necessary. Well, not only that, like, I know they were necessary. You know how I know they were necessary? Because they did them. They didn't reboot because they wanted to. This is, like, the biggest problem I see when people talk about, like, oh my god, why did they have to go and reboot it? No one asked for this. No one asked for them to change the game this way, blah, blah, blah. Yes, they did. The unwashed masses did, because they did it by not paying for the game. By not buying the game, by not spending money on the game, and by people basically only spending money on the trinkets in the game. The player base caused this to happen, intentionally or otherwise. Like, the issue content for the game, which was priced nicely and was always really good issue content, didn't sell. Like, existing players didn't buy them, so they would just keep playing the same shit they had and be like, I don't need to spend money on that. So, like, but then the only thing that kept them in the black was fucking like mystery boxes and bags and shit, like the store items. The money they spent on producing like an issue of content and all that mission and artwork and paying for those people to program that issue didn't pay for itself, but the selling of random little shit kept the game in the positive. So when you look at a game that's not doing as well as it should, that doesn't have player retention it should, and is making money, is not selling content, but is making enough money to stay afloat off of trinkets, you go free to play. You reboot, you reshift. And literally what they said was, we either do this or the game shuts down. And by shut down, I mean, I don't think Funcom would actually turn it off, but essentially what would have happened is everyone would have TSW Classic like it is now, with no further development. Like, the choice was, it goes into, like, permanent maintenance mode, and they just move on to other things, or they give it one last shot at, like, relaunching it in a way that they think it will do better, potentially. And then, like, that was the decision. That was literally the decision they faced. Sideline the whole game, don't move forwards at all, or restructure and try and actually put new content out in some form, assuming the relaunch works. So it is what it is. But at least we got Moons, right? Moons of Madness is awesome. Super stoked. I want more Secret World games. Remember a decent amount of wanting them to improve their reticle system TSW, so I'm sure that was part of the reason to shift too. Well, I think the reticle system in TSW was, it seemed like a bolt-on, like barely there. I think they shifted, honestly, to the reticle combat because it's just more the prevalent style. Like, you want to be something that people can pick up easier. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, the whole reason I played the Secret World with a controller is because I fucking hated the controls so badly that I switched, I played on a controller to, like, avoid the controls. So, I think reticle combat is just, like, easier for people to slip into. I saw another friend finish Moons. He loved it and may look in SWL now. I might have dropped some hints helping him that decision. Nice. Yeah, I think the combat shift was in large part just like it's more palatable to a lighter audience. Kind of works like everything else. WASD, mouse, you know what I mean? Like, the whole hold right to mouse look in the Secret World fucking drove me insane. That's why I had the controller. Because I could just bind the hold right to the joystick and then just move like normal. Move the camera like normal. Alright, I'm gonna trigger this cinematic and stop lathering.
To work.
Apologies, Mistress Mara, but we can't do anything more.
You will continue to work until I tell you otherwise. Do you think she will be as accommodating as I have been? No. She will have you all tossed into the breach.
Every day, we lose more. The workers are getting restless. They're up strange gravities. If we go on, what more can we do? We are scratching at an impossible door.
Whatever is in there, we're going to open it up and bring it out.
But Mara, it's not...
No excuses. Get it done. She'll be here soon, and she won't give any of us the benefit of the doubt.
What are you doing here?
Hey Amber, thanks for the raid.
There's something you need to know. Need to see. Follow me.
Still gaps in ministry because I haven't caught gameplay from beginning to end. Can you stay on stream with the connections to SWL, if any? Well, I mean, the whole thing is literally set in the Secret World universe. It's like, what did Shogun say, like 2065 or something? So it's set in the future. But I mean, you're an Orochi employee on an Orochi station on Mars. So I mean that alone tells you that you're smack dab in Secret World territory, right? Like you're playing one of the woo. Ember with the Twitch Prime 4 months.
Local bounty detected. Initiated.
Thank you, sir.
Come on, follow me.
So yeah, it's set in the future. If you play through it, or maybe just watch someone else's playthrough, well, you watch someone else's playthrough and they know what to look for. I feel like if they don't know what to look for, you might not see as many things. But at least if you've, and you also may not get everything if you haven't like played through Tokyo. I feel like you have to have at least, I would say you want to have like beaten Tokyo to really get everything out of it. And there's even like little tiny blips that might make more sense if you've beaten even the South Africa stuff. I mean, like basically the more you've seen in Secret World, the more you'll get out of it. But it's not bad because you won't really know you've missed something. And then when you do run into that stuff in Secret World, you'd be able to go like, oh holy crap, I saw this in Moons, now I get it. You know what I mean? Like you can discover it backwards, it doesn't really hurt. And you don't have to know Secret World at all to play Moons. Just a lot of the stuff won't like you don't know what Orochi is, but you don't really care. Okay, it's some kind of, you know, corporation, whatever.
We're going this way.
You know what I mean? Like you won't know what the filth is, but it's some kind of creepy, fucked up cosmic horror shit. Like it doesn't have to mean anything. I think we get another cinematic here. Yep.
This is where my memory ends. Beyond this point, you're on your own. It's important that you understand. You need to see for yourself.
We fled the breach. There was an attack. Mutations, vampiric mutations, I don't exactly... I didn't recognize the morphology, and, they were led by what could only be a pure-blood vampire, possibly a true queen, although we have no records of...
Sit down.
Are you okay? Emma?
Don't talk to her. She'll find a way to get inside your head.
Tired.
Do not talk.
Julia, please. She's just a child.
Just a child? Just a child? Winston, she knew they were coming. For all we know, she brought them there.
Whatever you may think, she didn't bring them on purpose, Julia. They came for her. And we're the ones who opened Pandora's box in the first place. I mean, what we did was...
Is that thing on? Don't tell me you're recording this.
You need to get help, okay? Something bad is going to happen here. They're still coming for me. And I can't do this on my own. They made me open it. And now, it's almost too late.
All the sites appear to have been hit concurrently. This was a coordinated attack on the Prometheus initiative. We believe...
The research? Our equipment? They were coming for all of it. And the subject?
Emma. Emma was most likely their primary target, but we got her out of there.
We also brought with us the most important papers and samples, but we don't yet know what they got their hands on. The self-destruct sequence was terminated. That can only be done by someone with the right codes, the right access, the right biometric readings. It was
an inside job.
Not done. Not done. The owl. Oh, the eagle. The dragon must... She's coming. She's coming.
Who? Who's coming?
She is. They are.
What's she talking about?
Emma's not been sleeping well since the incident at the breach. Her readings are all over the place, and she appears fixated on a particular sequence of words and phrases. I'm actually getting a bit concerned.
They are close to waking up. She must be stopped.
What are you talking about?
Go away! You have to stop them. They're almost through. There is a piece missing. Find the missing piece. Find the one. The fourth is the one. The one who was there, at the court of the dragon, when it all happened. Before they wake up. Before they wake up.
Jesus Christ, what was that?
I have no idea, but knowing Emma, considering what she's capable of, I have a very bad feeling about all of this.
Hey Legend, thanks for the hosts. Oh, it's inside. Find the one. Neo, I'm coming to get you. I don't want to do that one. Breaking the Matrix. Always. Run! Like if you have to fight like basically nothing. You have like through this entire section of Transylvania, like you kind of have to fight almost nothing. It's kind of crazy. Just like bounce cinematic essentially.
Do you make it a habit to barge into people's homes and rifle through their most private belongings? I may be a monster in your eyes, but I still deserve to be treated like a person. I do not feed on your kind. All I ask for in return is to be left alone. I always knew this day would come. After all, you told me so. May I? Of course, he would not tell me where he concealed this. I can only assume that he felt there was no trust left between us after what I did to him. It was her. All her. Vlad Dracula was my dearest friend, and Mara used that against me, against the both of us. And then, cursing me with an eternity of regret, she made me into this. My flesh was weak, granted, but I never meant to betray his trust. He came to me before his untimely death, told me that repentance was possible, but I would have to stay here, wait for the time to come when she would rise again, and aid whoever would bring his life force back. For 500 years I have waited, all because of him. Cursed his name. I know he gave me the key to his resurrection for one reason. Not because we were still friends, it was too late for that. And not because he truly trusted me. We were bitter enemies at the end. No, he made me a part of his legacy. His prophecy. Because he knew that I am Mara's one weakness. To get to him, she risked everything and made me into who I am. I am her creation. She is my queen and my maker. And that makes her very afraid of me. Mara is merely the tip of the fabled iceberg, floating in a vast, dark ocean. But she is important. Without her, they will stumble. Do not ask me any more than that, because I do not know. I hear fragments, I read broken sentences, that is all. Whatever she is doing here, it must be stopped at once. It is beyond dangerous. We can all feel it, how close the darkness is. I cannot defeat her, of course. But I can help you get to her. And I can help you bring him back. Together, we may just have the whisper of a chance against Mara and her army.
Okay. So we need to go up this ramp to get the legend real quick. And then it's just a nice little jaunt over to... Like, we're just gonna go fight Mara right now. How crazy is that? He fell knife. Like, we're already to it. We're already gonna see how well I do it trying to fight Mara with a reflect build. It's nuts. It's nuts, I tell ya.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Finally, you're here.
Like it took that long.
She protects herself well. Only with me could you pass through her barriers. I am her creation, and her Achilles' heel.
Enter the palace below.
This is it. Beyond this point, there's no way back.
So Aegis was disliked by many players. How did you feel about it besides the crazy dungeon for kids? More at a basic level. I was one of those weirdest people that actually liked it, and how would you have felt if they brought it back with better gear grind? I think it may have been like a little more. May have been liked a little more. Makes scary faces at the door. So, yeah, right. He's like he strikes a pose at it. So. The MFA MFB dungeons showed what could be done creatively with the Aegis system. And though they were really cool mechanically speaking, the way they used it. The problem with the Aegis system was the grind for it, and me personally, the weird alternating bound not bound bullshit. Like why one level kit is character bound and the next one isn't, and then the next one is, the next one isn't, kind of bullshit, like, was just confusing and frustrating, and it made things get run in weird, bizarre patterns. Like, groups would farm MFB for just the kits they needed, and once they did that, unless you were like had a friend that you were willing to help, like, people just didn't run them anymore. But the first tier kits were tradable, so people would run those all the time just to sell them. So it, like, that was a big misstep. I don't know who the fuck's idea that was, but I would want to, like, smack him around some, because that was really, that was bad, and that was a bad design decision in my opinion. But the reason that it was necessary is because the reason the Aegis system was necessary is because of the levelless system. They had no vertical progression, so the reason the scenario augment grind existed and the reason the Aegis grind existed, and this is not like my opinion, this is like stated from them, the reason they had those was because they needed a vertical grind, and they didn't, and the levelless system didn't give them that. So those other systems had to exist. You don't need Aegis. And from what Tilty said about the MFA and MFB dungeons, they actually had redesigned them for Legends, minus the Aegis. And he said they were actually better. Like, he thought the mechanics were even more entertaining and interesting. They just got shelved to do New Dawn. But they had actually designed the dungeons. So, I don't believe you have to have color bars to design a good dungeon. I fully believe that they may have sat down and figured out some cool mechanics to make stuff happen, like minus Aegis. Yeah, the system was a necessary evil, essentially, for the old system. Phil Knife said, they made it grindable in more than one location for each kind of upgrade, and or made it like a build where each player has their own loot drop instead of share loot, a lot of people would have been much happier. Yeah, well, the loot system in Legends is fucking way better. It's insanely better. I love the loot system. Fucking running raids in the old fucking game was fucking horrible. I mean, they do actually have Aegis in the new in Legends. It's just, it's different. It's got the color bars and stuff. But what I liked about it is it felt like there was almost like more story to it in Legends than there is in TSW. Like the story behind like how Aegis happens and like how the things end up with the color bars is actually like Orochi's fault. Like they fucked up and like did this shit on purpose. I feel like there's more information. Like Aegis has more of a backstory in Legends, even though Aegis exists less in Legends than it did in TSW, where it actually was a mechanic you had to use. And there's really no explaining like how fucking Eidolon or the Lurker like randomly have Aegis, right? It's clearly just a mechanic system added to them in the Nightmare raids. Because how do you can't really explain that. Like MFA, MFB, it makes sense. the fact that I guess all of Tokyo had Aegis, so like that was fine. You know, like the filth there just all had Aegis. But how your raids randomly like acquired Aegis is not something you should think about. Why is the Facebook TSW group seem so bitter? Yeah. Couldn't watch live yesterday, but Leah, congrats on beating Akira and Doppelgangers. Thanks, Phil Knife. So, why the fuck is my stream froze on my other screen? Like, my OBS is fine. I'm streaming fine. My other computer that's watching the stream is like fucking having a heart attack. I don't pay attention to the Facebook group ever, and I try to avoid the forums as much as I can. Although there's not to say there's not any good stuff on the forums, because sometimes there is. But I usually know enough people to tell me about that stuff without having to go like search for it. Yeah, because people that like stuff don't post. Was I hiccuping? I don't think that's me. That's Twitch. Like I have no dropped frames. OBS is fine. It's Twitch is apparently being a dick tonight. Yeah, it's not my end. I think Twitch is just deciding like it doesn't like it's deprioritizing my stream or something. I don't fucking know. Twitch be having issues, yo. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So happy people don't post a lot. Salty people apparently have nothing fucking better to do than be assholes online. That's my that's my take on the in my opinion, they're rolling out too many updates at once. It's messing with streams. That could be. Acquire the bonus reward on 50 agent missions. Nice. I like farming missions like crazy. It's like the people who log in just to be able to complain that no one plays. Yeah, exactly, Phil. They're getting rid of third-party views. That's probably hard on the system. I don't even know what that means. They're getting rid of third-party views. Yeah, there's people that log into the game to be like to say shit about the game, like which is just, or in the Discord. Most people are nice compared to almost any other game community. Like our percentage is really, really high of helpful, nice people. That said, the fucking salty people are salty as shit. Like I would say they're still not as it's rare to find it's rare to find people like I could go into other games and just immediately just have someone like, you know, screaming all kinds of obscenities and just, you know, toxic shit. It feels like, at least in Secret World, it's toxic, but it's toxic like about the game. and it's rarely like them just, you know, spewing the N-word or F this, and you know what I mean? Like, it's you get like a higher quality of most of the time, at least you get like a higher quality of salt, and it's not like the shit you get like if you, like, I don't know, go into Overwatch or something and you get matched up with some asshole that starts just spamming, you know, obscenities at the mic just to fuck with you. So like that kind of shit doesn't happen hardly ever that I can think of. But yeah, there's people in the Discord like daily that I'm just like, why the fuck are you in the Discord? Go do something else, Jesus Christ. Why are you here? You shouldn't be in the official game's Discord, like, with the devs and being like, and this is why I'm never giving Funcom my money. I'm like, well, if you're not giving them your money, then they're not making new content, so you're effectively killing the game that you say you like. Leave. Like, just leave. Just go the fuck away. But thinking about the Aegis again, the core idea of me was fun, but the implementation was cornered and half-assed. With this kit is bound to pick up, the one isn't, or back to bound again. But yeah, without it isn't really missing anything, if that makes sense. I think these are not working right tonight. I seem to be jumbling what I want to say. I know what you're trying to say, Chicken Stew. Is it also an original game? I like talking to level-headed people about it. Yeah, see, like, I would say the biggest thing I didn't like about it was before the skill system was in, and it would take you like fucking 5 minutes twiddling with your wrists to switch your shields. Now, there's some people who will say like, oh, and I've talked to them, like, that's okay. You can run alternate shields and blah blah blah. And the truth is, like, no, because of the builder consume system between the two weapons. Like, you're essentially like splitting your build in half. You like almost need like 2 builders, 2 consumers, and you really like start to gimp your build. And like you could sort of do that to get around some fights, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't efficient. It was pretty crap. And it's not something you should have had to do. And it's just bad. It's bad combat design, in my opinion. It doesn't make any sense to be engaged in combat. Combat music is up-tempo and going, and you're literally dodge rolling around for 2 minutes, like while your guy tries to fiddle with his wrist. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't feel like good combat. So like, because I want to say that originally when it first launched, it didn't even have the skill tree. What took its place? Nothing. Nothing. They got rid of it. You can still see Aegis. I don't know if you've gotten that far in the game, Legend. Like, it's in Tokyo. You do see Aegis in like 1 or 2 specific spots. They do talk about it. It's got actually more of a backstory to it. He says on the I dance during combat character. Yeah, well, I'm doing something ridiculous and stupid. Like, ridiculous and stupid shouldn't be the main method of the game. Oh, we're responding to Fell Knight, by the way. Level 48? Nice. Checks Jimmy's other videos. What are you checking my other videos for? Other ridiculous things? Some of those fights needed that DPS output, so gimping yourself was not an option. Yeah. Oh, we need a right leg. Place the severed leg on the altar. Now we need to go find all the other body parts. This is the key system. The key system is severed limbs. We got the head. Left arm. Don't really remember how to get out of here. I guess it's this one. I'm almost up in the desert. Should be able to make it to broadcast by next week. Yeah, it ends on the 4th. If you want the achievement, I can tell you like how to. I haven't already told you. I'd like pause the mission to make sure you get all the radios. Still curious what you're checking my other videos for, Phil Live. I think I missed something there. Yeah, wait for this guy to pass. Making a Where's Phil Knife. That's actually kind of funny. Should do that. These non-ridiculous ways of playing the game you're talking about. Oh, you mean you're checking my videos to see if I've ever played the game not ridiculously? Ah, I see what you're getting at. Very, very funny. The door is open. If you don't make it, I know it wouldn't have made it this far if it didn't have that as a goal. Yeah, that's true. You should be able to make it though. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't be able to, honestly. Like you're 48. If you just go back and do the story part, it's 48. Like you should be able to go into Shadowy Forest. I think you're like you can do the next bits and like you're like that's what you've been seeing me do tonight. Like the parts in Shadowy Forest, like essentially you more or less just follow what it says, click some shit, watch some cinematics, and like every step you go like gives you like, I don't know, just a shit ton of SP and like a shit ton of SP AP and XP. It following the cinematics and story through like literally punches you to 50. Like you'll hit it for sure. Alright, here we go. Are we ready for Mara fight? I think I want Cleanse Gadget, maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
You treacherous little shit.
Now, that's a bit ironic, isn't it, coming from you?
I don't see how it would be. You've brought company for dinner. How considerate. I enjoy your kind. There's nothing like a good fight before a meal. I miss the opportunity to flex. I'll deal with you after. I'm thinking sulfuric acid. She made me immortal. You can't defeat her. Lilith will destroy. When she comes back, you will all die! Lilith will destroy you all. Don't! Queen's job. Kill her! Don't! Do you know who you're fighting? And what? You have no idea. She made me immortal. You can't defeat her. She made me immortal. You can't defeat her.
Next level looks after 38. I don't remember. Maybe? Maybe 42.
She made me immortal. You can't defeat her.
Yeah, I saw your basic guy was in Egypt. How far along are you, Jake? I didn't catch the end of it. I was watching Mr. Robot. That's why I was late to start the stream. I was finishing up Mr. Robot. Mean Streets?
Don't ever ask a man to do a queen's job.
Does anyone remember if that's a permadeath or if you can immutable through that?
I am immortal.
Not sure.
I am immortal.
Time to check. I don't have the immutable bill on right now, I'm just curious.
Don't make me laugh. For Lilith!
I'm 1 point away from buying the extra attack rating.
She made me immortal. You can't defeat me.
Not with shitty attacks like that, I can't. I'm mildly concerned that her attacks aren't like strong enough.
I am immortal. She made me immortal. You can't defeat me. Don't ever ask children to do Queen's work.
Yeah, Phil, in my worst case, I would try doppelgangers again.
You can't kill me.
They all died so fucking fast.
Do you know who you're fighting? And what? You have no idea.
Hardest part of Mr. Basic is the named mobs and sworn mobs that debilitate. Yeah, I can see that.
You can't kill me. Lilith will destroy you all. Do you know who you're fighting?
It's at half health.
You have no idea. When she comes back, you will all die. For Lilith. This is only the beginning. Attack my children. Lilith will destroy you all.
Kind of wish she brought them back more often and would get like some extra hits.
Lilith will destroy you all.
Where? Like, oh no, you can't go that way. I was like, can you hide there?
For Lilith. Do you know who you're fighting? And what? You have no idea. Do you know who you're fighting? And what? You have no idea.
I really don't.
Oh, for pity's sake. I am immortal.
25%.
You can't kill me! Lilith will destroy you all.
It's 19%? Oh wait. I thought she was gonna do the center thing again.
Do you know who you're fighting? And what? She made me immortal. You can't defeat me.
15%? Do you think at 10? Nope, this is 14. That is not 10.
Kill her!
I don't know why Razor Fossil isn't triggering off of those guys. That seems weird. Now she's at 10. I have no horses left.
You can't kill me! Lilith will destroy you all. Don't make me laugh. You can't kill me!
Yay! We did it!
It's futile. I could have told you that, saved you time. There is nothing you can do to... What is that?
I brought more than present company, Mara. I also brought the past. Look. How did he put it again? The owl, the eagle, and the dragon. His words, his prophecy. He defeated you and your mistress once before, Mara, and now he will once again.
Mara, my love.
No, it's not possible.
And yet, here I am.
You're dead.
What is it they say? Love never dies.
Oh, please, spare me. You're not even real.
Real enough to destroy you.
Love never dies, right?
No, Mara. But now you will. For I am vengeance. I am your bane, and you will fall.
My head. What happened?
You fell asleep, my love, for a long time.
I had a terrible dream.
You're safe now.
So tired.
Just go back to sleep, my love. I'll watch over you.
Thank you. I love you.
And I love you, Mara. Every time.
That was spirit porn right there. See how their energies are all intermingled? That is not safe for work. Thanks, old knife. Alright, now we just return to Carpathians. There's a throw knife. Holy Jesus Christ. Need to go to the breach. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I get this attack right now. Woot! Sorry, I'm hungry. Oh, it's your stomach growl. You shook the Carpathian fangs with your stomach growl, eh?
We have to go before she comes back.
Ooh, I can buy a capstone.
Follow me.
What is this? What's going on? Someone talk to me right now. Lilith, what's the meaning of this? Don't tell me that.
Come here.
I should have realized you were involved somehow. But why?
It's Lorehound. Lorehound marks the lore locations like that. I hate that it spawns you at the wrong well. Yeah, I don't think you can get that without dying. There's like another one I'll probably have to die to get as well.
We have to go before she comes back.
I figured I might as well grab it though. right?
Come on, follow me.
Can I go that way? I've never done that before. Holy shit. No! Ah! I didn't. I hit space and it didn't jump. So, I don't have to run past those two guys. I never done that jump before. That's crazy. Oh, boo. Chicken Stew can show you the emote that you'd be able to use for that, were you a subscriber. There's a special emote for when I fuck up. There you go. But I'd never actually tried that before. I always just run through them and have to deal with it, but I like this idea better. It's a good thing I waited. I didn't know there was a guy patrolling down there.
Come here.
It's like a close jump too. Here we go. Can I do the same over here?
What's going on? Someone talk to me right now. Lilith, what's the meaning of this?
No! Fuck! Okay, apparently you can't jump to that part. It's slippery. I was hoping there'd be a way to get past that guy too. It looked like you could jump there, but you cannot. I can probably spin... yeah. Capstone!
We have to go before she comes back.
This is your first time playing. This is my first time trying to get past that particular guy without actually having to fight him or something. Like, these guys is easy, right? You just jump over this way. It's not a big deal. Come on, you hurry up. And the other one is new. I'd never noticed that before. That you could even jump down there. But I thought I could jump to that little part, but apparently that's just decoration. Like, you can't really do that. I wonder if I can... No, I can't get to it from here either.
What is this? What's going on? Someone talk to me right now. Lilith, what's the meaning of this?
Holy shit, I didn't aggro him. What?
I should have realized you were involved somehow. But why?
Follow me.
What's in it for you? You had everything you ever wanted. Infinite wealth, immortality, a legion of lovers. Me.
There's Lilith.
I refuse to believe this is something you have orchestrated.
There's Fell Knife dancing over by Lilith.
We're going this way.
Isn't there another one somewhere over here? Something? What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh yeah, this one. This one's a pain in the dick sometimes. Yeah, I got it.
Come on, follow me.
Okay, managed to not die in that one so far. There's like one more though to get that's tricky. I'm going to have to do that. That's not even the worst one. This is the worst one in my opinion right here. This one right here, like I constantly just fall off the edge.
There's something down there. Something old, something...
I think you can snag it maybe through.
I don't know what lies beyond.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think you can clip too. I just don't remember exactly how I got it before. If you take it at an angle, it's pretty easy. That's what she said. There's a way to clip through and get it. I know there is. So I've done it before. Maybe I switched it to right. Or I mean left, sorry. There was some... where it's like being really zoomed in. There was some way like right. It was like this. Yeah, there it is. That's a trick. You can do it from the top. Ta-da! Yeah, you're on top, you pan out so your camera can see underneath, and then like somehow that's enough to trigger it. That is the safe way of doing that. Because I've died a lot of times trying to get that shit. Like the normal way. I mean, it is possible. I've done it. I've stepped onto the step, but it's also just super easy. Like you press backwards and like just lags you off an extra step and you fall. You mean KGM? KGM has to do with the relay? Why would you say that?
Our imprisonment has blinded us. We're insensitive to the needs of humans, and we've forgotten what it is to be free. We do what we do simply because we are in pain. We don't often apologize, but we feel we may have misjudged you. Please allow us to repair our relations. You won't regret it.
Like, what does he say?
Merciful will receive mercy in return. Please, have mercy.
What does he say from the Ballad of Ricky Bobby? Yeah, okay. So you said you have to do it the real way. Like, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on me. This is a functioning one.
You are better than this? Better than being a mere tool in their hands? Come on, wake up. Smell the stench of betrayal. What are they trying to hide from you? Ask yourself that question. You humans are so proud of your free will. Use it.
You just love these landscapes? Yeah, I love them too. Also, this is the old Agartha portal system. Like, if you've never played TSW, like in Agartha we have jump pads. In the old Agartha, all those branches you can find on the other side, like how you got around was portals like this that you jumped in. That swished you places. Which is neat, like, once or twice, but they lag when you enter them. Like they hitch, and then the way they designed it is like if you wanted to go do like the last dungeon, you had to go through all the swishes to get to the last dungeon. Like you had to sit there and be like, swish to Polaris, swish to Darkness War, swish to Hellraise, like fucking go through this whole goddamn chain. Whereas the jump pad system is a lot less laggy and way more efficient as far as like getting you where you need to go. Yeah, I know it's still happening in Rogue Agent as well, Phil Knife. I'm aware. But I'm not in Rogue Agent. Why do you have to remind me? Do you remember like MFB? MFB, Jesus Christ, right? Like, fucking last dungeon. Like, it would take fucking like 2 minutes for someone to get over there. You only need like one person in your group to enter, like before the activity finder shit or whatever. So like one person would be the sacrificial goat that had to like go run down the whole goddamn chain of pathways to actually enter the dungeon and pull everyone else in. Like I said, visually interesting, kind of neat, but that hitch, like there's nothing you can do about that. That's not like, that's not, no matter what machine you have, that shit's gonna hitch. It just is. It's doing some kind of loading thing there. But it looks really cool in this particular map. Look how far away it hitched though, like, it didn't even let me get that close. So yeah, so this guy engine is failing, right? It doesn't look right. That one's wrong. Yay, we fixed it. Find a way to enter the crater. There we go. There. Honeycomb. Get some good use out of the agents.
That's what it means. All of it. That's the answer. I understand everything now.
I'm glad she understands everything. I don't understand shit at this point.
This is it.
It's like an older Emma. I don't care what anyone else says, that Emma's like in a different outfit and she seems like taller. Someone tried to tell me it was like the same one or something. I don't know. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. It's hard to tell the distortion. On this one, yeah. You can see her more clearly in the beginning. Oh, here's another one.
After all we've offered you, all we've done, you and your kind will regret what you've done to us. You could have had it all, but now your world will only burn.
We meet again, as before, in a dream, but not yours. If only the others had chosen as you have. The prisons are weakening, we cannot linger. I should not be speaking to you, not even here. It may change things, it may change everything. But as long as they interfere, so must we. You must leave before it finds a way into your mind. The first battle is won, but the war goes on and they grow stronger. The Eight have long memories and you will be remembered. We will speak again, soon. Be cautious and vigilant. Dark days are coming and you will face much greater threats. Go back, rebuild, prepare.
Boom. Kind of talking about they didn't just do the grid system from AO. It's basically the same thing, but a bit more free moving. Doesn't have this tree filler branch. Yeah, I didn't play AO, so I couldn't say about the grid system. But I like the idea of like the jump pad, like third age tech inside Gartha. Kind of makes sense. Like you have the custodians and stuff, so I think it was a decent enough fit. What is it with you and unexplained absences? I'm guessing the breach is to blame. There's always trouble with wireless reception near dimensional ruptures. We're working on it. As long as the rupture doesn't expand, I suggest just backing away slowly from this one and labeling this mission a win. One vampire bitch staked, one ill-advised drilling operation halted, all in a daze. What would be a fly on the wall inside the Orochi boardroom right about now? I'm imagining a lot of panic meetings. Maybe Chandra will actually fly out of his Singly stronghold to attend one in person. I hear it's been a while. Whatever their official response, I think we're witnessing a power grab. Either that or they've gone mental. It's a possibility. Come home. We've got lots to talk about. Ciao, ciao. Tachographa. Gotcha. Wait, how the fuck do I not have this one? How do I not have this attack rating? What the shit? I got this one, but I didn't grab that one. Oh, that's amazing. What the fuck is going on there?
The end may be near, but the end is only a new beginning.
Where the fuck was I going? Yeah, it looks like I can pick up broadcasts. I just don't know why I didn't get the SMS message. Yeah, I know that portal is to AO. There's a portal to Age of Conan and a portal to Anarchy Online. Yeah, and Rogue Agent.
I'm impressed. This report reads better than Twilight's slash fiction. You made the most of a bad situation out there. Keep it up and you'll become totally indispensable. Remind me sometime to tell you what happens to totally indispensable personnel. Now clearly, Orochi has been compromised from inside, which saves us so much time on setting it up ourselves. Whatever endgame they had in mind is blown up in their faces. Now they're going down like their share index. This is wide open for us to really turn the apocalypse around and be clinking mojitos when the others are still crawling from the wreckage. We're working on an action plan now. As a forward-looking statement, I'd guess it starts with Orochi's Tokyo HQ. The timelines all coincide with the Tokyo terrorist attack. The main storm, the Egypt quakes, the Transylvanian emos gone wild. It's the big one. We should have been the Gojira of that shit sooner, but the Japanese government hushed it up like champs. It's tough to make every call flawlessly. God knows I know. So, brush up on your Arimasans and your Damares, because when the time comes, we need to deal with Orochi and with whoever was crazy enough to start all this. These pricks need to understand. The way the world ends is when we say it ends.
Transmit. Initiate technical support signal. Receive. Sweetling. Do not chill. Scream in panic. Your system is going manic. The bottle caps do not lie, but exist outside the eye. Q base. Q pounds protocol. Q sex drugs et al. Witness our embrace. Don't be huffy because we hack. The buzzing appreciates all you do. The world is dying. It's all true. No. I'm not missing any other dumb attack rating passives. A couple of them, it looks like. That one. Let's see. Yeah, this one. Yeah, why does Elemental have fucking... Oh, I don't know. It's fine. There we go. Get that one next. Alright, so we're waiting for further instructions. I think we just have to... like, leave or something. Pretty sure. There we go. My apologies for reaching out to you in such an unusual manner. Normally I wouldn't go outside the formal channels, but the council can be difficult at times. I need your help again. My homeland needs your help again. The war has evolved. The vampires are changing their tactics and have unleashed the dogs of war. Damn savages, their ferocity knows no boundaries. The council will not allow me to leave my post, which is why I asked for your assistance. I await your arrival by the Gartha portal in the besieged farmlands. Find Carmen Preda in besieged farmlands. So this starts issue 7. So it takes you back through the 3 zones of Carpathian Fangs, but through a very specific mission chain, which is really, really cool. Fuck you, Twitch. Yeah, I had to refresh my other screen as well. Alright, but we're gonna stop it here anyways. Pretty good place to call it. So like maybe let's see what's tomorrow, Tuesday. Tomorrow we can probably do the issue 7 stuff. This fucking music track, man. Can't decide what volume it wants to be. So yeah. And then, so as far as the extra life stuff, I added the thing at the top of the stream. The donation button's working. I have last year's extra, like, in-game Secret World Extra Life shirts to give out. And I probably gonna jot down names for Andy for this year. I'm not sure if they're making a shirt this year. I haven't made it yet, but if they do, I'll grab people's names. Saturday is like the normal Extra Life game day. I'm gonna try and stream some during the day, but I gotta watch my kids while my wife's at work, so I'm not sure how much I'll do during the day. But I'm going to attempt to do like an all-nighter if I can. Like maybe something like 9 p.m. EST till like whenever the fuck I can make it to the next morning, and do a push there for the Extra Life. Should be fun. But maybe do some weird stuff in Secret World, we'll see. I don't know if I can do anything more bizarre than I'm already doing, but let's see if I can find someone to host before I head out. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Ember for the raid and the sub. And Legend for the host. And all you guys for hanging out and chatting and being awesome. Let's see who we can host. Just me doing Legends, so I'll probably host... Great seeing you too, KGM. Probably host Gotcha. I haven't hosted Gotcha in a little while. Probably say Mr. Basic. Sounds good, Chicken Stew. Why my green screen's being funky tonight? It's weird. Alright, go say hi to Gossip for me. Peace.